is senior day on this cold October afternoon here at Stellos Stadium, which will be the site of this Division II matchup as Bishop Guertin hosts the Alvirne Broncos. Hello everyone, I'm Ryan Richer, and joining me is Tom King. And Tom, pretty much Bishop Guertin has locked up the #1 spot. As we were just talking a little bit earlier, Alvirne really needs to get a victory today if they want to try to make a playoff push late.
Well, we go into a three-way tie if they win their last couple of games. Possibly, you don't know how it would work out in the last week. It's going to be a tall order for Alvirne, but they've pulled out some games before. They played Winnicott earlier in the year. Winnicott helped them out with 6 or 7 fumbles, and you can't help a good team. You can't help a team like Alvirne out, because they will have difficult time enough competing with a team like Guertin today. But if Guertin helps them out, obviously the Broncos, who play pretty well defensively, could, give them a little bit of a problem. Guertin has surprised me, Ryan. They haven't looked good outside the division. They lost to Pinkerton, shut out by Pinkerton, shut out by Catholic Memorial. But you know what? If you make mistakes against them, what they are is a very opportunistic football team. Travis Cody has preached that all year. If somebody helps us out, we need to take advantage of it, and they've done it so far this season.
Cody, with his first year on the sidelines for Bishop Guertin. Good thing for the Cardinals is Bob Fahey looks a little bit healthy. I know him and Tom Vallis have been splitting some time.
He had the best game of his high school career against Manchester West a few weeks ago. And when first game, they said, okay, you're going to be our starting quarterback. We're riding you. And he responded to that. So we'll see how he does today.
And for the Broncos, really, Antonio Bolio, he's pretty much a difference maker for the Broncos. He can receive, run. He even is a big factor on special teams. He's really needed to make something happen for Alvirne.
He has, and it depends on how they use him. Sometimes they don't use him at all. They keep him on special teams, so it'll be interesting to see what they do with him.
And really, it all comes down to offense for Josh Cohen for the Broncos. If he can make, the Cardinals, play a little off from the line and he can find some passing lanes, that'll really help out Alvirne. As I mentioned, both teams, Bishop Guertin comes in at 6-0, undefeated in Division II, while the Broncos only 2-4. But they did get a big win over Timberlane, 28-27. That one was in the rain, but that was a big win over the Broncos. And the Cardinals will be receiving this one first to start the game.
Yeah, Guertin starting first. And, when you get the ball first and you got a prolific offense the way they do, or a good offense, I don't think it's as prolific as – this isn't the Cardinals from the 07, 08, 09, I don't think. This is a team that's more like last year's team, very, when they lost Kelly. Don't have as much speed, although they have Boykin, C.J. Boykin, but he's not seasoned yet. But he will break one. He's a threat to score anytime he touches the ball. I love to see what I love to see what he does as a senior when he's bulked up a little bit even more, and they can use him and have him do more carries. Now Alvirne with an onside kick, and that's what if you're Alvirne, why not?
Recovers that one. It looks like now Broncos right there, and that nope, the Cardinals come away with it.
Got it. It was almost caught and then dropped, and then they fell on the ball. So the gamble for Alvirne, nothing to lose there, Ryan.
So Bob Niblick going off with the special teams, calling the early plays, trying to make a difference, but the Cardinals right there to get it. Bob Fahey comes onto the field to lead the Cardinals as they have great field position, starting this one at their own 43-yard line. Cardinals running right up to the line, trying to get a playoff early. Maybe catches Bronco defense off, no, but they'll settle it down. Broncos calling the line of scrimmage there. Fahey under center, he'll fake that to the middle. Now he'll keep it, pitches to the outside. This is Boykin. Boykin stumbles a moment, then right to the outside and pushes out of bounds. About 15-yard gain on the play for Boykin.
Yeah, Boykin, like we said, a threat to go anytime he touches the ball. And that time, against West, Fahey really didn't run the option too much. He ran the ball down the middle of the field or just cut over end. That time he decides to flip it out. And why not when you've got a kid like Boykin who can do it? And he gets 17 yards on that play.
Yeah, you're saying Boykin needs to beef up. He's only 5'5", 135, but only a sophomore. He should be something special in years to come.
Yeah, he really should.
Fahey now going to roll out to the left side, breaks off a tackle there, still on his feet, goes outside, plenty of room. It'll be pushed out of bounds, about a 13-yard gain on the play.
See, Fahey is big, Ryan. He can shed tacklers. While their quarterbacks sometimes in high school football can't do that. But Bob Fahey, if you walk up and talk to him, you almost think you're talking to a 25-year-old because he's that physically mature. and he can run the football, and that's a strength that the Cardinals have. He's got a great arm, and he can run the ball. I'd be very curious to know what he's going to do beyond this year, because I think he's got some potential.
A couple guys at the station, JB interviewed him. He thought Fahey was a college kid. So
exactly.
They think, he has a great presence. Bayless will come in under center now for the Cardinals. Fahey maybe a little shaken up after that Bolio hit on the end of the play.
Yep, it's his right shoulder. So he's a little dinged up.
There's Boykin in motion. They're going to pitch it to Boykin to the right side. Has a little bit of room and maybe gets a short gain on the play. Fumble, and the Broncos are waving the gun, but the referee is pointing Bishop Guertin's direction.
Boykin landed. The ball hit the ground, and Boykin had control of it when he went down.
It looks like Kristen came away with the fumble that time, recovering.
Down to the 24-yard line. That's a gain of about 4 yards.
The Cardinals starting off with that short field, moving the ball nicely, already into Alvirne Bronco territory at the 24-yard line. Bayless continues to be on the center. There's a false start on the left side that time.
Yeah, I think when you change quarterbacks, sometimes that happens. And now what we've got to do is we've got to keep an eye out as to where Fahey is on the sideline in terms of whether or not he's going to be able to come in this game, back in this game, and see if he's getting help from the trainer at all. He's just, I think he had a stinger.
Yeah,
he's rotating his arm. He's on the sidelines. It looks like he's ready to come back in the game, but they may hold him out for this series.
Urell that time called for the false start, and second down and 11.
He was not getting any help from the trainer.
Bayless is going to pass this one, has a receiver open, then off the fingertips of Boykin, and that will be incomplete.
Yeah, Bayless is not really the greatest throwing quarterback. He's not bad, but he's not the, Fahey has the advantage when it comes to passing the football.
Well, the Bayless family has great history of Bishop Guertin Cardinal players. Now bring on a third down and 11 at the 29-yard line of Alvirne with 10:27 to go in the first quarter. Bayless going to fade back the pass. He's under pressure. Breaks off a tackle. Still looking for a receiver. Nope, he's going to keep this one to the left side, and he's going to be short of the first down marker. Tackled out of bounds by number 24, Lucas Nointy. Now bring on a fourth down. And it says about 2, but maybe it looks a little longer than that. Maybe about 4 down.
4th and 3. It's at the 21-yard line. He only gained about 3 yards, so it's 4th and 3. If I'm Guertin, why not?
Absolutely,
They've got kickers.
Yep.
But at the same point in time, with the wind and everything else, I think you want to just go for it.
It's extremely windy down there on the field.
Yes, it is.
Bayless is going to fake this one in the middle. Pitches down to Boykin. Boykin has the corner. Can he get to the outside? Nope, he's just tripped up, and he looks maybe to be short.
No, I think he's got it. He's beyond the 20. He's beyond the 18-yard line.
Right, Tom. Brandon Rule that time came with the initial tackle, but Boykin got it just enough after the hit.
He stumbled and bumbled his way down to the 17-yard line, and that was just enough for the first down.
Great balance that time by Boykin.
Yeah, he really.
He
had to keep his balance because he was really hit off stride.
Boykin will take a breather after that play. Now this will be hit off in the middle. Short gain that time. Mayo that time with the first down run. Maybe a gain of 2 on the play.
Yeah, he got down about inside the 15. He's down to the 14-yard line, so give him 3 yards on that. And that's, with that kind of a pile, you get 3 yards like that, you're making progress. So.
Still no sign of Fahey, as Bayless is still under center for the Cardinals.
Yeah, I think
probably let him finish this drive.
Be careful with Fahey here, and
they're going to need him more for the postseason than this game coming up. Bayless.
Oh, he's got a clear path.
No, but he's going to be tracked down by a couple Bronco defenders. Maybe gets a couple on the play.
Yeah, he's still got 5 yards. He's inside the 9. He's going to set up a 3rd and 2, and boy, I bet Boykin takes that ball on the edge again.
Broncos are tough.
Broncos are tough in the interior. Where they can be beaten is around the edge.
See Bolio that time track down Bayless. He has already 3 tackles on this drive for the Broncos. 3rd down and 2 at the 9-yard line. Boykin goes in motion. Here's Boykin to the right side. Trying to find the corner. He has trouble, and he is in for the score. 9-yard touchdown for C.J. Boykin. The sophomore gets some points on the board for the Cardinals. Nice drive for the Cardinals. They got a short field to work with, but that's what you expect for Bishop Guertin.
Now, you knew it was going to be Boykin on the edge. That was their 3rd down play. That was their 4th down play on previous series in this drive. So you knew that's where it was going to come. And he got some great blocks. There's no doubt about it. He didn't do it on his own. He had perfect blocking.
And Sean Fenn's kick is good. And that makes it 7-0 Bishop Guertin with 8:09 to go.
Oh, that wasn't Sean Fenn. That was number 7, Chris Fox.
Yep. You're right. Sorry.
Who alternates with Steve Toscano.
Got my 3 mixed up with the 7 there for a moment.
Well, I know because I did a story on them earlier in the week. It's interesting that they alternate the kickers. I haven't seen that in a long time.
That's quite interesting. You think you'd want to go with one kicker, try to get him in the rotation there. But Cody going with the alternate kickers right there. So Bolio will be deep for the Alvirne Broncos to return this one. 7-0 to go as you're watching today's Division II matchup between Bishop Guertin and the Alvirne Broncos here on Nashua's ETV.
Kicking off for Bishop Guertin, number 17.
And really, Tom, this will be the last time these two teams play each other. As Bishop Guertin's going up to Division II, and I heard that Alvirne is protesting to maybe move down to Division III.
They really want to move down to 3 to rescue their football program. It worked for their hockey program. I don't think they necessarily need to do that, but at the same point in time, I think it's what they want to do, and it would help them out.
Oh, we got a couple
here.
Lanes right here for Alvirne. Gets it down to 35.
Toscano's in there. Toscano is a pretty good, he's a little heavier. Fox is a taller player. Toscano's a little shorter, but a little stockier. And Toscano works out at DB and linebacker, in practice. So he is able to make a play like that. And he stopped a potential touchdown right there.
That was Brandon Rule on the return for Alvirne. Down to the 36-yard line. And here comes Cohen. He'll be under center for the Broncos. Along with Bolio in the backfield. Nope, this is direct snap to Bolio. Bolio right up the middle. Maybe a gain of 2 that time. Maybe going with a little wildcat or motion that time. So Bolio gets 2 yards on the play.
Yep, they can use Antonio in a lot of different ways, as you said. And that's just one of them right there.
Yep, he looks like he's going to play quarterback, start this first drive for the Broncos. So Cohen will be out, it looks like, for Alvirne.
No, Cohen's back in there, I think, isn't he?
Nope.
No, you're right. Bolio out of the shotgun.
Bolio,
it's a very strange offensive formation.
It absolutely
designed for one player to carry the football.
Bolio once again on the run. Well, I guess, if you want to get the ball to your best playmaker and the quarterback isn't getting to him in the open field, maybe let Bolio take the direct snap and see what he can do.
Yeah, no doubt about it. He's down to the 43. He got 4 yards. Third and a short 4.
Looks like Cohen comes on now on 3rd down. We'll see if he plays quarterback or if Bolio will stay in the shotgun formation. Yeah, Bolio is going to be split now, and Cohen will be under center. Slot formation to the left side, man in motion, and Cohen hands this one up the middle. I believe that's Brandon Rule, and Rule will be this short of the first down.
A quick dive, handoff, and for Guertin, coming in there to make a very big tackle, I thought, was Kevin Cusick.
For the Broncos from their own 45-yard line.
On 4th down and 1. Looks like Alvirne's going to bring on all the big boys here, try to get this first down against this Cardinal defense.
Again, the Broncos have nothing to lose, so they can even go with a long snap count, try to draw BG offside. They're already down 7 points, so nothing to lose for the Broncos here, and they're going to go for it all the way.
Direct snap to Bolio. Bolio moves his legs, and he has more than enough for the first down.
Yeah, if you're going to stop that play with all the bodies up close, you need to get in the backfield and get Bolio before he gets to the line of scrimmage. Once Bolio gets to that line of scrimmage, he's going to have plenty of people in front of him to get that run, and he makes the first down with a nice 4-yard gain.
Interesting. Bolio had big plays on defense, 3 tackles. Now that's 3 straight runs for him. Brings on a first down 10 at the 50-yard line. Cohen is, nope, that's Bolio once again. Direct snap to him. He goes to the right side, and about 5 yards on the play on first down.
Yeah, what Guertin needs, Ryan, is they need to get into the backfield. That's what they have to do. They've got to stop. Bolio's getting a lot of momentum with the people in front of him.
I've seen Alvirne play a couple times. This is definitely a new look for them.
Yep. Well, you know, you want to bring out a new look for a team that's in your area who can scout you all the time. So
absolutely, Bolio's in the slot now.
Yeah, Cohen is now out there. So
this is a handoff right up to the middle for the Broncos, and
Ball carried by number 8, Chase Clark.
Chase Clark that time on the carry for Alvirne. Bring on a third down and manageable now for the Broncos.
Bring up a 3rd and 3 for the Broncos at the Bishop Guertin 43-yard line.
3rd and 3 at the 43. Alvirne's got a lot of people who can carry the ball, so that's not a problem for them.
And they like to get the ball a lot to Brandon Rule. If they can start getting him going, then this Broncos offense will be definitely going in motion. Direct handoff right up the middle this time, and more than enough for a first down run. That's Chase Clark once again.
All right, good blocking up front by Alvirne. They're really doing the job up front. Right now, you'd have to say Alvirne is controlling the line of scrimmage. They're running the ball right down the throat of the Cardinals.
That was a big hole in that last play for Clark to run right up through.
8-yard gain for Clark, so.
The running game for Alvirne is working right now.
1st and 10 just outside the Guertin 35-yard line. Guertin again, they've got to get backfield penetration.
Bolio with the direct snap and first down.
Look at that push.
Keeps on moving, and he has a big gain on first down.
Look at that push. They're going to have to make some adjustments to this formation. See, they're not adjusted defensively to handle this formation. That's part of the problem. They're getting in the backfield, but it's too late. So it's a 5-yard gain for Bolio. He's already got 16 yards on 4 carries.
Second down and 4 at the 29-yard line of Bishop Guertin. Here's Bolio. Bolio with some nice moves to the outside, taking on defenders and push out of bounds. Not before he gets the first down.
Very impressive drive by these Broncos.
And that's a 9-yard gain for number 7, Antonio Bolio. And that'll give Alvirne
first down and 10 at the 18-yard line for Alvirne.
18-yard line.
Really, they've been in a lot of games. You know, Merrimack, they only lost by 1 point.
Yeah.
Same with, you know, they beat Timberlane by 1.
Merrimack was due to a penalty on an extra point attempt that was made, and they had to re-kick it, and they missed it. So.
And that'll be Bolio to the right side once again. He'll bring on a third down.
They get 2 yards. No, it's a second down now. Second down at the 16, but see, he got positive yardage again.
A timeout called on the field.
Timeout, and this looks to be charged to maybe Bishop Guertin.
No, I think it's a good timeout for the Cardinals, for Travis Cody and his defense. He's got to get that defense to the point where they know what's coming and they're able to key on a guy and stop it and get through some blocks. They're not missing tackles. They're just not getting to where they need to be.
Out front right now, it's just the front of Alvirne is really this manhandling the front 4 of Bishop Guertin and creating some holes. You're watching today's game on Nashua Z-TV. Our crew today is Tim O'Neill, Mike James, and Emily Weeks, Nashua South student volunteer, and our executive producer is Pete Johnson. Alongside Tom King, I am Ryan Richer for this Division II matchup between Bishop Guertin and the Alvirne Bronco. And here at Stellos Stadium, our score is 7-0 with 3:43 to go in the first quarter. And the Broncos trying to counter as Bishop Guertin got on the board first to tie things up here. Second down and 8 for the Broncos. Cohen is under center.
Let's see what that timeout did.
Right up the middle, another nice run for the Broncos.
Didn't help.
Brandon Rule once again. Now making a third down and short for the Broncos.
You know, the way that Alvirne is just running the ball straight ahead, right up the gut. You know, that tells me that this is obviously 2-down territory.
Third down to 4, Cohen under center. This is the Rule up the middle. He has enough for the first down.
Wow.
They're really working the right side against that Cardinal defense.
They really are.
Good enough for a 1st and goal for the Broncos.
I haven't seen a team move the ball like this, except for Pinkerton opening night on this Guertin defense.
Well, Pinkerton was moving the ball against anyone this year. This is Rule as Cohen slips, but hold on, we have a penalty on the play. Maybe look a false start against Alvirne.
Well, see, they keep track of that because what a team like Alvirne does is they look this way and they shoot themselves in the foot. Now the referee pointed the other way, so it might be penalty against Guertin.
Illegal substitution.
Oh, that's a no-no.
It's a tough penalty.
That's going to give Alvirne a 1st and goal.
That will bring up a 1st and 3 for the Broncos.
So Alvirne gets 1st down at the 3-yard line. 4 plays probably to punch this one in. Look for maybe to go to the right side again with Brandon Rule. Cohen is under center. This is Rule. Rule to the right side, and he looks to be in, is he?
Should have been.
He's close, maybe down to the half-yard line.
His knee must have hit the ground before he tumbled into the end zone because he sure looked like he catapulted his way in.
Yep,
all right, at the 1-inch line. Oh, my goodness.
Bring up a 2nd and goal from the Bishop Guertin.
2nd down and goal right at the half-inch line, as Tom said. 2:38 to go in the 1st quarter. Broncos are knocking on the door.
They're slamming that door, but I'll tell you, they're just dead.
That is Cohen, and he fumbles the ball. Rule gets it, and he runs in for the score. Wow. Oh, we have no signal yet.
Let's go. Do it again.
No.
Whoa. It looks like, are they saying Cohen was stopped when
They
they fumbled
say
it?
the quarterback was stopped.
Wow.
3rd and goal from the 1-inch line.
They must have blown a whistle.
They must have. Rule is right there, Johnny on the spot to get the ball and go into the
Must
end
have
zone.
blown the whistle once the pile didn't move.
All right, 3rd down and 1.
You've got to say, with the way they run the ball, the odds are very high that they're going to get in.
Cohen leaps.
Should.
Are they going to say he's in? He is in this time.
He got the ball right out ahead of him.
Joshua Cohen in for the Alvirne touchdown.
Nice drive that time by Alvirne, starting at their own 35-yard line. Goes all the way in for the score, and Tom, most importantly, they milked a lot of clock off that drive right there.
15
really 1:47
plays,
to go.
64 yards, all on the ground. Now Bolio will try to kick the extra point, and Alvirne has had some issues here sometimes during the course of this season.
That they have. High snap. Bolio gets it through, though. So
He got
we're
it.
all tied up here at 7 apiece. 1:47 to go in the 1st quarter.
We have 1 minute and 47 seconds left.
Interesting. That's good football right there. That is really good football.
Alvirne's game plan was pretty much just line them up and attack Bishop Guertin's defense through the tackles.
They must
let
have,
their offensive line
they
do their
must
job.
have seen something on film that they thought they could exploit.
Marino and Boykin will be deep for Bishop Guertin. Last time Alvirne kicked it off, they went for an onside kick. I don't think they're going to do that here, but you never know what Bob Niblett's going to do here.
You never know.
Receiving deep for Bishop Guertin, number 21, C.J. Boykin.
That is a drive and a half by the Broncos. I haven't seen them dominate the line of scrimmage like that in a long, long time.
Especially against Bishop Guertin. It all started really coming out with that shotgun formation with Bolio taking the direct snap.
Right, it threw them.
Another onside kick, but
caught.
Bishop Guertin is right there. Wow. That's second time in a row.
Well, there's 2 reasons for that. One, they don't want Boykin to touch the football deep.
Very true.
And even if you kick it to the other guy, there's plenty of time for Boykin to get his hands on it through a handoff or a lateral.
Nolan Cornell.
So now let's see if Fahey goes out there. Yes, he is. Fahey is now the quarterback.
Looks to be banged up after a nice run to the left side.
Let's see how he throws the football with that right arm, because that's the arm that was banged up a little bit. It looked like anyway with a stinger.
Cardinals second possession. They get great field position again at their own 44-yard line. Boykin in motion, and they're going to give it to Boykin to the right side. He has a couple blockers, goes to the outside, but gets tripped up. He gained a 3.
Got tripped up by his own man.
Yeah.
He ran into number 54, Jacob Crisden.
3 on the play. That's going to bring up a second.
Tried to cut around him, but couldn't do it.
From the Bishop Guertin 47.
Boykin will take a breather after that time, and Chartran will come in to relieve him. 2nd down and 7 at the 47-yard line. Minute 18 to go in the 1st quarter. As we mentioned, Fahey's back under center for Bishop Guertin. Fahey's going to pass this one. Nice little screen that time and gain. Nope, still moving his feet and almost to the yard marker. About a gain of 6 on the play.
Pass is complete.
That's a nice play to get Fahey back in the groove of things.
Yeah, it was. A nice short, high percentage pass.
3rd and 1 for the Cardinals from the Alvirne 47-yard
More
line.
importantly, it makes it 3rd down and 1 as we're inside a minute to go in this first quarter. As we're here on a chilly late October afternoon here at Stellos Stadium.
Forecast is, it's unbelievable.
Right up the middle for Bishop Guertin, keeps moving his feet. I believe that's Melu that time with the first down.
No, Blake Boudreau with a tough run because he took a real hit, bounced off it, and that's the kind of run we saw Alvirne do. And Guertin's, that was their best interior run of the day so far because most of their yardage in that first drive was on the edge.
And Valus will come in as well as Fahey, so maybe they're trying to mix things up a little bit here. About 10 seconds to go for Bishop Guertin, see if they get one last play off. Inside handoff for Bishop Guertin. Short gain on the play, about maybe 4 yards.
27, Zach
Mayu that time.
That's
with
another
the carry.
good. That's a good run by Mayu. It's straight up the middle, and he got about 4 yards down to the 38-yard line. But Valus came in there as a receiver, not as a quarterback.
And that will do it for the first quarter as we're all tied up here at Stellos Stadium. Bishop Guertin scored first as C.J. Boykin 9-yard touchdown run, make it 7-0. And then Alvirne would answer. Long drive starting at their own 35-yard line. Josh Cohen capped things off with a 1-yard run. Really, now we'll see if Bishop Guertin can answer as Alvirne really put a nice drive together.
Congratulations.
It's senior day here for Bishop Guertin, and even though it's chilly, Tom, we still got a nice little crowd here supporting the Cardinals.
Yeah, nice crowd, but they got to be pretty cold. That wind is that wind is gusting, and there's another game after this, which is still scheduled to be played. So it'll be interesting weather conditions here as this night goes on.
Yeah, right now we are scheduled for a doubleheader. Our late game at 7 p.m. is, at a conference matchup, Merrimack, and they take on Nashua North Titans. Should be a pretty good game. Both teams, just trying to finish the season strong. I know last year North pulled their starters after the first quarter because they were gearing up for the postseason.
Yeah, that won't be the case this time. They don't want to play them, I think.
And we'll see the talented Jackson King, great Division II running back for the Merrimack Tomahawks. Boykin goes in motion now for Bishop Guertin. They pitch it to the right side. He has great blockers, trying to beat one man to the outside. He does. Still putting on the moves. Close to a 20-yard run for Boykin that time.
Very elusive runner, and he did a good job of pushing off a couple of people. That's a big run.
Nice patient run, too, by Boykin. Let his blocks make it.
Yeah, exactly.
Set, and then, just trying to deep the defenders to the outside.
Didn't fight it too much. He gets 16 yards on that play. He's got he's got 44 yards on 5 carries.
First down and 10 at the 22-yard line for Bishop Guertin inside Alvirne territory. Nice running room to the outside. About a 5-yard gain on Mayu on the play.
Mayu's down to about the 16, so he moved about 6 yards. So could have had more if he was able to keep his feet.
They go with the right side to the sophomore, then they go to the left side with the senior. A gain of 6 on the play.
Well, they really like Mayu. They really like what he did last week against Winnicott. He really took over that game and just pounded the ball.
He fakes it.
Yeah,
now he's going to keep it. Now he pitches to Boykin. Boykin now makes something out of nothing.
Boy, I tell you, Fahey could have just plowed over about 3 people and gone with that, but he decided to pitch it at the last minute. I don't think he's as good on the option as Valus is. I think Fahey's more of a pro set type quarterback or just a runner around the edge.
First and 10 for the Cardinals.
But seems a little hesitant right now.
Yeah, he does. Yep, but it worked. Got it down to the 11-yard line, a 5-yard gain.
Thanks to great extra effort by Boykin that time. First and 10 at the 11-yard line. Inside handoff for Bishop Guertin, but Alvirne is right there to defend it.
By number 33, fullback Blake Boudreau.
Boudreau that time on the carry. Not before a host of Alvirne Bronco defenders brought him down. No gain on the play.
Yeah, they're going to give him about a yard.
Oh, yeah.
Second
Give him
and 9
some.
from the Alvirne 10-yard line.
So his forward progress until he got right into that maroon and gold wall. A lot of room on the left side.
Good point on there. Absolutely is. We'll see if they go to the left side. And
There
they're
was
going to
room.
give this one to the outside to the left, like you said. There's enough room, and he is in for the score. Touchdown.
Alvirne's very
Bishop Guertin.
vulnerable right there on the edge. Most high school teams are vulnerable on the edge when you go wide, and that happened.
Zach Mayu that time with the 9-yard touchdown run.
So Guertin takes advantage of that short field again. Alvirne may have to rethink that, Ryan.
Yeah.
You know, they've given him a short field twice, and Guertin's taken advantage of it both times.
Yeah, you really can't give Bishop Guertin a short field to work with.
Let's see, is this Toscano? Toscano now in for the extra point as they alternate a little bit. High snap, but they get it down.
Bolio almost there to block it, but Toscano gets it through.
Yep.
Attempt is up, and it's good.
So 14-7 after the Zach Mayu 9-yard touchdown run. Both touchdown runs come off from 9 yards apiece. So there we go. It's 14-7. Bishop Guertin on top.
That's tough for Alvirne in a way because they, did a great job running the football down, and they don't have a lot of one-way guys. So those guys are on the field, defense and offense. So they're going to be tired because they ran a length of the field one way, and now they go a little bit more than half the field the other way twice. Been on the field a long time for long drives.
Yeah, because Bolio, Cohen, Rule, all those guys, they're starters.
Yep.
They're star players. They must be tired after those long drives that just happened. Toscano will kick this one off for Bishop Guertin. Bolio and Rule will be deep for the Broncos. A little discussion going on right now with the referees.
Yeah, they want the ball marked. They want a tee for the ball. Are they waiting for a tee, or what's going on here?
Looks like they have to get the
for a
correct
new
ball.
They wanted a new ball. That's what the problem was.
And Ryan Rule will be deep for the Broncos instead of Brandon.
So in all these plays from scrimmage, we've seen one pass and one pass only that's been completed.
Yeah.
2 pass attempts, both by Bishop Guertin. I don't think you're going to see Alvirne throw the ball too much.
Yeah, Cohen, he's not that big of a quarterback, and he seems to sometimes struggle seeing over
some of the line and some of the linebackers that are out there in terms of reading the field.
And Bolio will get this one at his 10-yard line.
Yeah, Guertin's
Brings
got to
it to
do a
the
better
20.
job on his kick coverage than they did the first time.
In the middle and down to the 31-yard line.
Still, that's good field position
Yep.
for them.
Maybe their best chance of maybe passing. I don't know how great of an arm he has, but maybe have Bolio let it rip a couple times.
Yeah.
He seems to have some height.
32-yard line.
Big defensive stand here now for Guertin. They've got to show they can win back the line of scrimmage if you're BG. And if you're Alvirne, you've got to show, hey, 2 touchdowns is not going to bother us. We're going to still move the football on you.
9:55 to go in the second quarter.
The question I have is, can Alvirne do that in the second half?
That's where they always seem to fall
When they're
apart a little
tired.
bit. Bolio to the right side and maybe gets about 5 yards on the play.
That's too much. If I'm Guertin defensively, I'm not happy. This is too much that Alvirne's getting.
Once again, working that right side.
It's going to bring up 2nd and 5 for the Broncos from their own 37-yard line.
That's a solid 5 yards for Antonio Bolio, who now has 30 yards on 7 carries.
And the way Alvirne's been running, not only do they want to keep the ball chains moving, but maybe take some time off the clock and go into halftime tied up. This is Bolio once again in the middle. Bolio gets about maybe just short of the yard mark, about 2 yards short on the play.
They are controlling the middle of the line of scrimmage. Guertin is not getting push up front. The nose guard is not able to get any penetration.
Nothing has happened really for Bishop Guertin. I don't know if they need to design some blitzes or whatnot, just to maybe get something going here for Bishop Guertin's defense. 3rd down and 2 for Alvirne at the 41.
It's a short 2. It's almost 31.
Bolio in the shotgun. This one's the Bolio once again, up the middle,
Yeah,
keeps moving his feet, and that's a
Gonna
first
do
down
it.
for
They are
Alvirne.
really able to control the middle of that field. Guertin is not able to solve that. if I'm Travis Cody, I try to move a bigger guy in the middle and see if you can create stop that momentum. I think you need to adjust your personnel a little bit here, rather than the formation defensively. I think you need to adjust the personnel and get a bigger guy in the middle who can maybe cause some penetrate, knock the center back into the play. That's what you need to do. The center is able to get momentum and move forward.
He's really deciding which way Bolio is going to go, left or right or so. This is a direct snap to Brandon Rule this time. A little counter halfback, little counter snap that time. And he gets a nice gain on first down.
Gain 4 on the play, 2nd and 6 for the Broncos.
So once again on first down, they're getting positive yardage for Alvirne. We got 7:50 and counting to go in the first half. 2nd down 2 for Alvirne at the 47-yard line. You're watching today's game on Nashua's ETV here at Stellos Stadium between the Alvirne Broncos and the Bishop Guertin Cardinals. Slot formation to the right for Alvirne. Man goes in motion. This is going to be an inside handoff to Rule. And Rule on 2nd down gets a nice gain. Making down 3rd down and short for the Broncos.
Another 3rd and about 3. This is a telling play.
Chase Clark comes onto the field for Alvirne as Rule will take a breather. Looks like Cohen is going to be under center for Alvirne on his 3rd down and 3 play at the 50-yard line. Stevens and Bolio split for Alvirne.
Yeah, Guertin's got to do a little bit of a run blitz here. They've got to get the run blitz going.
This is Clark. Clark with a strong run. Met just at the line of scrimmage, yard marker. We'll see if he guts it.
They got penetration that time, Ryan, but they missed Clark.
Clark, 5'1", 170, a senior. Nice tough run for him. So 4th and 1.
I'll tell you, that's very close. I'm surprised they're not measuring that. Is that Rule on that carry? That was Clark on that carry. That
was Clark, yeah. It looks like from here, it's just right at the marker.
Boy, it really does, doesn't it?
Yep. So they are going to go for it. Bob Niblett's going to roll the dice
why
for the
not?
third time tonight.
The way they moved the ball, there's no doubt in their mind that they were going to be able to get this first down unless they screw it up.
Cohen's going to run this one in the middle. I don't know if he got it. No movement up front for Alvirne.
I think he's still got enough forward progress to get it. Let's see where they spot the ball.
Yeah,
it's right at the first down marker. I think he's got it. They're going to have to measure. Why, let's get a measurement here, fellas. If it's that close, come on.
If he doesn't get it, why not run it with Bolio? Instead of the short Cohen that time, right up the middle. Bolio, as we've seen all afternoon, he's definitely getting some push up front.
I say they got the first down by maybe the nose of the ball. Let's see. Oh, yeah, he's got it. Yeah, he's got it by the length of the football.
That is a first down for Alvirne.
Oh, yeah.
It's a first down for the Alvirne Broncos.
Cohen just got enough.
1st and 10 at the Bishop Guertin 47-yard line.
Clock continues to tick. 6:14. Actually, it's stopped now with that measurement. Once they reset the chains, they'll run the clock again now. 6:14 to play in the first half. It's been a very quick first half because of all the running plays.
Like you said, we have one pass play?
Well, that's just it. You take the ball right out of Guertin's hands in that prolific offense, and you keep the ball. It's a great equalizer for the Broncos.
Another run up the middle
that
for Alvirne.
Time
now
they stuffed
Bishop
it.
Guertin getting some movement up front. Rule that time on the carry. Maybe squeaked out a yard that time on the play.
Yeah, he almost got more than he should have on that.
Yeah.
He slithered through.
That's going to bring up a 2nd and 9.5.
Looks like Baudreau that time came through and maybe made some presence in his backfield and came away with the short stop that time for Bishop Guertin. Stevens and Bolio are in the slot formation, but they're going to run this one to Rule, and Rule to the right side, nowhere to go.
Now if I'm Alvirne, maybe I take a gamble and try to bounce a play outside with Bolio.
And now it's going to bring on a 3rd down and long for Alvirne. 3rd down and 8, it looks like, at the 45-yard line of Bishop Guertin.
Yeah, they haven't had to deal with this all during this drive, so it'll be interesting to see how Guertin defends it, if they loosen up on defense, and see if Alvirne puts the ball in the hands of a guy like Bolio to have him go around the edge and maybe to that left side.
Cohen's going to be under center here. And they're going to fake it to
throw
Bolio. He's under pressure. Going to set up the screen to Bolio. Bolio makes one-man miss. There's going to be a flag on the play. And Bolio's going to be shot, just stopped short.
He's down to the 41-yard line. He's short of the first down. That flag is going to help Guertin out, I think.
That's going to be probably a block in the back.
Probably a block in the back. Yep, exactly. After that missed tackle, as Bolio was dead to rights at the 45-yard line, and they missed him.
The thing is,
Holding against the offense.
usually the holding plays on the screens, the play has nowhere near where Bolio was actually running, so it probably had nothing to do with what happened.
A hold, and the marker's down at the 48, so let's see where they call the foul. I mean, is that where the foul was, or is that where the marker landed? Let's see. Marker is down at the 48-yard line. That's significant because it could move the line of scrimmage way back. Remember, in high school football, it's not from the line of scrimmage. The yardage is marked off from the spot of the foul in these situations. And it is the 48-yard line.
Oh, wow.
It's going to go all the way back to the 38-yard line. So that's a big penalty.
That's right where the screen pretty much set up.
10-yard penalty from the point of infraction. Holding against the offense.
Back to the 38-yard line, all the way back. It had been, the line of scrimmage was the 45, and Bolio had gotten down to the 40.
Third down.
So that's a
25.
difference of 10, 20, 22 yards.
Wow.
From where the ball was, where Bolio landed. So 3rd and 25 from the 38-yard line.
What do you dial up here on third down and 25?
You just try to see if you can get Bolio on the flat again and see if you can get some yardage out of it. Set up your punt team. But Alvirne, if they don't get significant yardage on this play, are going to have to kick the football.
Here's Cohen. He's going to pass. Pump fakes. He's going to go deep. He has a man open, but just too much air on the ball. And that was going to be intercepted. It looks like Boykin came away with it.
That ball is intercepted.
C.J. Boykin. C.J. Boykin. Let's do the height. All right? Boykin, 5'5". He goes up against Kevin Pierre, 6'2". How does that happen?
Well, Pierre was open, but Cohen put too much air on the ball. And
but how does Boykin out-jump him for it?
I don't know.
That should not happen.
Pierre did not fight for the ball, Tom, and Boykin came away with it.
Boy, I'll tell you, if I'm Alvirne, I'm furious at that play.
Nice play to the left side, and about 5 yards on the first down run. Mayu that time for the Cardinals. Now Bishop Guertin 4 minutes to work with here. They can extend their lead to 2 touchdowns as they're up right now 14-7 here in the second quarter.
That is incredible. 5'5" against 6'2", and 6'2" wins out, or 6'2" loses the battle.
And once again, Bishop Guertin with a short field to work with. It's only the third possession. Fahey's going to fade back to pass now. He's going to go deep, but his only one right there is Rule to come away with it.
Bayless stopped the pattern, and then he broke it off a little bit. Then he regrouped, and that was just bad timing.
Yep, miscommunication.
It looked like Bayless was going to hitch, and then Fahey didn't wait long enough for that hitch to take place. I'm Guertin. Why not just keep the ball? Boy can run him.
Absolutely.
3rd and 5 now at the 45-yard line. You get a gift turnover like that, you've got to take advantage of it.
Plus, Fahey was throwing a double coverage that time. Bayless was pretty much well covered.
We are 3:38 to play right before halftime.
And Fahey's going to hand this one right up the middle, and this one's going to be short of the first down. Paul Lapari that time.
Yeah, 2 yards short.
4th and 2 for the Cardinals on their own 49-yard line. 4th and 2.
Geez, I don't know about this one.
And Fahey's coming back out.
What do you do here, Coach?
I say give Boykin the edge and let him do his thing.
Either that or give Fahey the edge. One or the other. Let's see. This is a tough play. They're
right up the middle. I don't think he got it, Tom.
No, not even close.
That is a big stop for Alvirne.
That's not the play to run, I don't think. I have to disagree with the offense on that point. Just not the play to run.
I know Mayu is their power back.
Whoa! They are going to give him the first down. He must have lowered his body to the point where he was able to cross the 50. Now, Bob Nimblett is arguing that fact, and doesn't he have the right to call for measurement? He calls timeout. And I think he wants a measurement. He is arguing that on the sidelines with the linesman.
It looked like Mayu was stopped at the line of scrimmage and got no forward progress at all.
If I am Nimblett, you can't argue the spot of the ball, but you can argue whether it's a first down or not by simply having to measure it.
Yeah,
and that's what he wants. He's pointing to the ground. He said, no, look at this.
But those chains are moving, Tom, already.
Well, I don't know. He is arguing.
As Nibble is talking
he
with the head
can
umpire.
ask for a measurement. We've got Steve Hall up here. He's one of the officials, and that's a question I'm going to try to go find out right now.
On that last 4th down and 1 play, Bishop Guertin, some controversy right now brewing as Zach Mayu ran around the middle. Looked like he was met at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get enough for the first down, but the spot of the ball by the referee here is, Bob Nibblett questioning if it was first down. He's not going to get the measurement. The Alvirne Broncos sideline is furious right now. But nonetheless, it is first down and 10 at the 49-yard line of the Alvirne Broncos with 3:03 to go in the first half of this ball game.
Talking to Steve Hall, he said that, yes, he can ask for a measurement, but not if they've already awarded the first down. The chains were moved, the motion was made. To me, that's awarding the first down. So Mayu gets a 2-yard gain, and if I'm Bob Nibblett, I'm pretty upset about that. But at the same time, what can you do?
Tough break for the Broncos, but that's a good first down run for
Helps
the
to have
Cardinals.
one of the top officials around.
Absolutely.
To give you the rulings, but
Yes.
that is the ruling. He can ask for the measurement, but it can be denied if it's obvious or if, in the officials' version, they've already awarded it, and they already did.
Here's Boykin in motion. This is going to be inside handoff.
Wow.
Plenty of running room right up the middle. Can he outlast Bolio? No, Bolio's going to track him down, but down to the 15-yard line. Paul Lapari that time, right up the middle, 32-yard gain for Bishop Guertin.
Nice run, got a good block, and got some speed into the secondary. Almost like the type of runs I saw, you and I both saw the night before against Mid Exeter.
Yeah.
Right at the middle, all of a sudden, there's nobody in the secondary, and he's off to the races.
Bolio was the only one that tracked him down, or he'd be in for 6. Nonetheless, it's first down and 10 at the 16-yard line with 2:48 and counting to go in the second quarter.
It's big if Guertin can get points in here right before the half and even hold the
Lapari
football.
this time once again, but met at the
Yeah,
line.
look at a gift horse in the mouth twice. That's tough to do. He did cross the 15, probably down about the 14. Let's see where they mark the football.
Gain of 1 on the
They're
play.
going to mark it at the 15, so he only got a yard.
Ball
He's
is
going
that?
right back to Lapari.
Went to that well a little too often.
Yeah,
This, to me, is Boykin wide territory.
I could see that. Second down and 9 at the 15. This is Boykin. Oh,
Yeah.
boy, we have a whistle
we got
here.
a whistle, probably some movement by Guertin. I think on that left side, they were a little too anxious.
If that's so, that'll be the second false start against the left side in this first half.
Five-yard penalty assessed against Bishop
That's
Guertin.
tough, because now that makes them,
That brings up a second.
almost have to go to the air.
So right after that first down,
Now look at where that ball is marked. It's marked at the 21-yard line. That's a 6-yard penalty. It should only be 5.
yeah, what's going on here?
What's going on is it's the wrong spot by the official. That's what's going
Fahey's
on.
going
Got
to
a
roll
wide
out
man.
to the right.
Oh, why did he
He's
wait?
under pressure. Now he's going to let it unload, and this one is going to be off Lapari's
He had a
fingertips.
man open. I think he had a man open down around the 10-yard line. He just should have thrown him the ball.
I think that was Fenn that time. He had
I think
open.
it was, and it was a bad decision by Fahey.
1:49 to go in the first half. Bishop Guertin now third down and long. Third down and 15 it should be, but it looks like it's third down and 16.
That is a bad spot. I mean, the officials just moved the ball 5 yards. That's hard to believe. I mean, come on. Know where the ball is, guys.
Now we have a timeout, looks like from Alvirne. Nope, this one's going to be against.
But you know what? If
Yep,
I'm
against Alvirne.
Guertin's coaching staff, I should be upstairs here saying downstairs, hey, tell the official he's got to give us that extra yard.
Yeah, it's sometimes, football's a matter of inches or so, and if they only get about 50
Well,
yards.
it was a matter of inches on that play with the first down play for Mayo. I
Absolutely.
mean, the referees decided that.
Yep. 2 costly calls right now for the officials. One with the 4th and 1, and now spotting the ball here after a false start. But like you said, this could be huge for Bishop Guertin if they go up 2 scores against Alvirne. And I know Alvirne will get the ball to start the second half, but if they find themselves down by 2 touchdowns, I don't know. Really, this offense isn't built to come back. Really, this is stay at face and maybe make it, only come down from 1 score
I saw
game.
Alvirne's offense come back against Winnicott, but it was helped out by some fumbles the last time I saw the Broncos play. This will be an interesting call for BG on 3rd down. Don't know if their passing game is that precise this year to be able to get
Chart range, the wide receiver split, and Fahey under pressure. Fahey's going to run this one in the middle,
need it.
And he is going to run just about short of the first down.
So now it's 4th and 4 at the 10. Nice run by Fahey. That's where they should have been if he had thrown the pass earlier.
That's going to bring up a 4th and 4.
And I think they're going to bring in the field goal team here to see if they can kick. A lot of substitutions, and let me see if I see a...
Oh, Fahey's
Fahey's
back
coming back out.
So on 4th down and 4 at the 10-yard line.
I'd get the points here and take a
7,
10-point lead into the half, but they're opting, maybe the wind is a factor, I don't know. 4th and 4 at the 10.
They use the deep back in the I formation.
Oh, he's got a man, just release it, he didn't do it.
Couldn't find the mark, and now he completes, and it looks to be enough for the first down.
That's right at the 5, so it should be a first down. They are lucky they got that pass off because Fahey waited for the runner to get to that first down marker, or I would have probably thrown the ball earlier and got it to Dalton Perry, but it worked. So it's a 5-yard gain. It's a 1st and goal. That is the biggest play, I think, in this game so far, other than that non-measurement.
Yeah, we've seen the last couple pass plays by Fahey. He's just hesitating a little too long.
I think he's holding on. Yeah, he's holding on to the ball too long. I don't know why that is.
1st down and 5. 1st down goal at the 5-yard line. Here's Mayu. Mayu right up the middle. He's right down, and he's going to call in for the score.
Nice run by Mayu. He just lowered his body. You see him, he gets his body down and angles towards the goal line, which is what you want your running back to do when there's a host of tacklers around, so he can get some movement and make it tougher for them to grab onto him. Nice run by Mayo, lowering his body.
So with that 5-yard touchdown run, it's 20-7 Bishop Guertin. And Christopher Fox will now be on to attempt the extra point, his 2nd of the ball game. And this one is up and good.
Is up and it's good. And with 42.7 seconds left here in the first half, Bishop Guertin 21, the Alvirne 7.
Interesting drive.
Oh, absolutely. We had a little bit of everything there.
10 plays, 60 yards. Thanks to the interception.
Still time to get your 50-50 raffle ticket.
Zach Mayu with his 2nd touchdown run of the
There's no
afternoon.
doubt about it when they get inside the 10-yard line, who they want to go to. They're going to make Mayu their go-to yardage back inside the, I'd say the 6 or the 5-yard line to get him in there.
Number 17, Stephen Toscano. Receiving deep for Alvirne, number 7, Antonio Bolio.
So now if you're Guertin, what you want to do is you want to negate the big play. You don't want any returns. You don't want any long passes for big gains. You don't want any screen passes for big gains, end runs for big gains. You want to stop big plays. You got 42.7 seconds left to be able to do that. If you're Alvirne, you want a big play. You want a long return here, and that's what
short kick.
Yeah, they don't want that return. That's why.
And they
nice strategy. Good strategy by Guertin in that case. Because that was a good short kick that's down in the mid-30s. If he had kicked it deep, it might have been that way anyway.
Kevin Sullivan recovers for Alvirne. And now they'll set up shop at their own 34-yard line with 40 seconds to go in the first half as they find themselves down 21-7. Let's see if Alvirne can maybe make a big play happen here. This is Bolio, takes the direct snap. Bolio is going to go to the right side, still on his feet. nice short run on first down, but that's not going to be enough if they want to try to put some points on the board before the first half ends.
That's not a points run. That's a let's run the ball and see if something happens and let the clock tick down. If I'm Alvirne, I just let it click down before the end of the half. We're down inside of 20 seconds. No one's calling timeout. They'll probably run another play from scrimmage, or Cohen will take a knee.
Bolio's in the shotgun. Bolio's going to take the direct snap. Bolio up the middle. Short run for Antonio Bolio that time. They're going to 3rd down and 5, and that'll do it for the first half. Bishop Guertin up now 21-7 as the players go to the locker room. Tom and I will take a break, and we'll join you at the start of the second half.
Miss Smarty here with recipe questions from viewers. Do you have a favorite apple recipe? Yes. Wash, eat. Miss Smarty, I love carrots. Do you have a favorite way to prepare them? Yes. Wash, peel, eat. This viewer asked about spinach. Wash, eat. How fast and easy is that? Join me next time when I show you how quick and easy it is to make a fruit salad.
Personal foul? Inactive activities on a glorious day.
Huh?
Let's get out there and play!
Sweet. Ooh, freeze! When do I get to be in? Uh-oh.
Hey, Reggie, frozen people can't talk.
P-L-A-Y!
An hour a day.
I'm in. There are lots of great play ideas online, but don't stay too long.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the second half of this Division II matchup game as the Bishop Guertin Cardinals host the Alvirne Broncos. In the first half, it was Bishop Guertin who jumped out to a 14-point lead as this is how it all went down. CJ Boykin, 9-yard touchdown run, made it 7-0. Cardinals on top. But Alvirne would answer as Josh Cohen, 1-yard touchdown run right up the middle, tying things up at 7 apiece. Then Zach Maylou, 9-yard touchdown run, making it 14-7. Then Mayu again, 5-yard touchdown run, making it 27-7. As we're about to start this second half here at Stellos Stadium in a pretty much a gloomy October afternoon here. And Alvirne will receive to start this second half as Antonio Bolio, their deadly speedster, is deep to return this one for the Broncos. Bishop Guertin will kick this one off, and we're underway here at the second half at Stellos Stadium. Bolio, nope, that'll be Rule. Turn that one inside his 5-yard line. Will be tackled. Maybe he makes it back to the 21-yard line. So here come the Broncos, trailing now by 14 points as we start this third quarter. Bob Fahey got banged up in the first half for Bishop Guertin, but came back and he seems to be full steam ahead for the Bishop Guertin Cardinals. Now for the Broncos, we'll see if they can get things going. They put a long drive together on their touchdown run. This will be Bolio right up the middle and gets a short gain on the play. It looks like Bishop Guertin maybe found a couple answers, stopping this Broncos rushing attack.
Well, they had a first half to try to halftime to try to figure it out, and I think they did a good job on that last Alvirne series too. So, Bolio with a 3-yard run. Alvirne managed 84 yards all on the ground in the first half. Guertin 151, 140 of it on the ground.
Oh, this is a direct snap, and Rule will take this one, pretty much like an inside counter play. Rule's still fighting, but I think he's probably down about the 26-yard line.
Good push by Rule, though. He really fought hard.
Brandon on a tough carry, 4-yard gain, brings up
and the wind continues to blow around here, Thomas. You can see the flags.
I went out there, and it's whipping around. Not going to be a very pretty evening, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, because we're in store for a doubleheader right now. Nashua North takes on Merrimack High School at 7 p.m.
It's a big 3rd and 3 play.
That's Bolio. Bolio does not seem like he got it.
Now this time, Guertin is resisting that push.
Stopped at the line by number 66.
And let's see where they spot the ball, because Bolio looked to be stopped shy of the 30. They're going to be giving progress right at the 30. So he got 2. It's 4th and 1 for Alvirne.
4th and 1.
And looks like they're going to go for it here.
Looks like Cavalier came on the stop that time to stop Bolio in
Big
his tracks.
play, 4th and 1.
And Bolio is in shotgun.
Early in the half.
Here's Bolio. Bolio's going to go to the right side again where he had a lot of success, but he's going to be met at the line and pushed back.
What a great tackle by Chartrand. He held on to Bolio's jersey and had the strength to pull him away from that marker.
You look at the beginning, he almost had it.
It's good football either way. Bolio with a tough run, but Chartrand with a great tackle, or slowing him down so the rest of his teammates could get there. And I don't think there's any need to measure this, but they're going to after that mishap in the first half.
A measurement on
where the ball is.
Well, where they marked that?
They marked it at the 30, and that's where the line. Tom, I think he might have it.
Well, he might. I don't agree with where they spotted the ball. No, he's short.
Yep,
he's short by half a yard. Yep.
I think he got a generous spot.
I think he got a very generous spot. I hate to say it, but this officiating crew right now, with their eyes for where the football should be, not very good.
Yeah, that's the 3rd or 4th time right now.
Yeah, really.
Spotting
the ball that we've seen a mistake. Yep.
You hate to question officials, but right now it seems that spotting the ball has been maybe a bit of a hard point right now for the referees. Nevertheless, it's first down 10 for the Cardinals.
So that gives Guertin a short field.
And Vallis is now at quarterback for Bishop Guertin. Boykin goes in motion, but this is going to be an inside counter.
Yeah, it took too long to develop.
Nowhere to go.
Counter play, and it took too long.
Mayu that time, nowhere to go.
And Zach brings it back to the line of scrimmage.
No, they got that spot right. No yardage there. 2nd and 10.
From the Alvirne 30-yard line.
And let's see if Vallis is still quarterback.
Yep,
yes, he
is still there.
Wonder if Fahey's arm is bothering him a little bit, but didn't seem to after that initial drive of the game.
No gain on that. Mayu rushing attempt on first down, and Vallis will take this. He's going to go deep, but has a receiver open.
The needle out of the hands of Boykin.
In and out.
Boykin had it, and it wasn't knocked out. He had the ball, and it just kind of slipped under his arm. Nice guy. I take that back. Vallis has got an arm. He can gun it.
Vallis has pretty much thread the needle between Cohen and
he put the ball right where it had to be.
Yep.
What I do here is I give Boykin the ball on a screen and let him do his thing.
3rd down and long, might as well at the 30-yard line of Alvirne.
You got a gift with that. You got to take advantage of that. Got a gift with that 4th down play. I'm not going to throw it downfield.
This is going to throw it. Pass is complete, makes the one-man miss.
Nice play
close
by
to the marker that Chartrand that
nice
time.
Nice duck by Chartrand. He made his running, if they get the first down, will have given it to him.
That's going to be close. I think he has more than enough.
Oh, I think
he's
got more than enough too, from where we see it.
Yep, they're going to call it first down.
Down at the 20-yard line. 10-yard gain.
Nice catch and run that time for Chartrand, making things happen.
And Velas is now 1 for 3 on throwing, and his counterpart, or his teammate, Fahey, is 2 out of 3.
First down, 10 at the 20. Here's Boykin. Boykin going it to the left side. Be tackled by Bolio, but not before. A nice run on first down, about 8 yards on the play.
Pulls his way down close to the 15-yard line.
Well, he's across the 15, down about the 13. Yeah, give him 7 yards. It's a short second down now for Guertin. They can play a little bit with it.
Alvirne, 13-yard line.
8:56 and counting to go in the third quarter. And Bishop Guertin's knocking on the door once again. Lopari that comes in for Bishop Guertin. He had a nice long run in the first half and set it up. I believe it was Bishop Guertin's second touchdown of the game. And he is in the backfield right now for the Cardinals. Now he goes in motion. This is Lopari right at the middle. Nice strong run.
Lopari's a good runner. You know, he's a senior, getting a chance today, in the final regular season home game.
So now bring on a third down and 2 at the 12-yard line. And I don't see Fahey. Maybe he's just taking this half off after giving Bishop Guertin the lead. Trying to get Bayless some more experience. I don't know. Lopari that time met in the backfield.
Nice tackle
for a loss.
Jumping right in there, number 54 for Alvirne with a great tackle, Tyler Doobie. That's the first play we've seen on either team where they penetrated the line of scrimmage.
Tyler Doobie that time that shot the hole and met.
Yeah, if I'm the Cardinals now on a 4th and 5, I think they're going to take a timeout, talk this over, and see if they want to kick a field goal or if they want to go for the touchdown.
But like we mentioned, the winds, though, could play a factor kicking the ball.
Yeah, they really could.
Nice opening drive for Bishop Guertin. They got it now, 4th down and 5, looming at the 15-yard line of Alvirne. And we could just say, see a nice sweep with your good old friend Boykin there. We're showing his speed. Our coach Cody will see if he'll attempt a field goal, but nice stop that time by Doobie to meet the Cardinals runner right in his tracks and stop him for a loss.
Well, we'll see.
That was a really nice stop for Alvirne. That's what they needed. See if they can come up with another one here if the Cardinals decide to go with it. And Velas comes out. So the clock starts once again, and they are going to go for it. 4th down and 5 at the 15-yard line of Alvirne.
4th and 5.
Chartrand is the split receiver. He's going to go in the middle. Nope, they're going to set the screen.
Alvirne's got it
and
snuffed
this one
out.
is snuffed out right away, and Alvirne forces the stop that time.
Now, I always think if you've got 5 yards on a 4th down play, you want to throw the ball. You want to throw it down beyond the marker. You don't want to play games with backfield plays and things like that, and that's what Guertin did. They thought a swing pass to the fullback would work. Alvirne with a nice defensive play, snuffing that out. They've had Lopari's number twice now, and that stopped him twice.
Lopari had nowhere to go, and you think like if you're going to set up a screen, maybe go with Boykin that time, show his speed.
Yeah, exactly. I had questioned that call a lot. That's a loss on that play.
So here come the Broncos. Nice run in the middle for Alvirne. This is Rule, keeps moving his feet. Nice run on first down. Seagulls starting to fly around here at Stellos Stadium.
Yeah, I know.
Looking for any food or scavengers going around here. As it continues to get
Who was that on that
incredibly
Alvirne
dark.
run? Was that
Rule.
Rule, yeah.
Yep.
Tough runner.
Absolutely, and here I believe here he is once again right at the middle, breaking arm tackles and out to the 40-yard line.
33, Brandon Roll for Alvirne.
Alvirne's starting to get some holes in the middle.
He's a sophomore, and he's showing a lot of metal.
15-yard line.
He absolutely is.
Good enough for an Alvirne first down. First and 10 for the Broncos from their own 40-yard line.
Boy, Guertin had a golden opportunity to get some points there. They get nothing out of it. They keep Alvirne in the game.
Here's another run to the right side. Rule still dragging tacklers.
Notice something up front. Off the right side, and that's where Alvirne's going, and Rule is taking advantage of it.
That right side, once again,
I've seen the Broncos make adjustments very well in halves.
So that's 3 straight runs for Rule.
No, Rule has taken over the rushing lead in this football game with 61 yards on 12 carries.
First down and 10 at the 48-yard line of Bishop Guertin. Up, Cohen fumbles the snap.
Oh, and
he takes a big hit.
Chartrand just leveled him. Wow. Ouch. That play looked doomed from the start, but Chartrand put his exclamation point on it.
Luckily, it wasn't that big of a loss for Alvirne.
Yeah, a 2-yard loss.
Yeah, Chartrand that time with a vicious hit.
Could have lost your quarterback.
So 2 yards lost on the play. Second down and 12 at the close to the 50-yard line for Alvirne. With 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. Cohen hands this one in the middle. I believe that is Rule once again.
Yeah, that looked like another slow play to develop, another bad snap maybe.
I think the plays where they're running just right at them and not the slow plays is really where they're getting the big, gains against this Cardinal defense. But if you give Bishop Guertin time to react, that's when they really stop you for loss.
Well, I think they've got to go back to that right side and try to start pounding that. That's where Rule was getting 5 yards, 16 yards, 12 yards. Now they're going away from that. Something keeps working, you stick with it.
They're going to stick 12. Cohen's going to pass. He's going to hook up with Bolio, but
Bolio just took his eye off. Classic play where he took his eye off the ball.
Bolio was incomplete, brings up a 4th and 12.
So
now this is where I punt the ball if I'm Bobby Nimblett. I don't want to play games here. You're only down 14. Trust your defense. They stopped him once. Trust your defense to stop him again.
Instead, Cohen's coming back onto the field after talking over with head coach Nimblett.
It's 4th and 12 here. I mean, this is not, 2 down. This is not.
They haven't been able to pick up anything through the air.
It's not like you're trying to draw them off sides. This defense has got to be alert.
Cohen's going to roll out. He's going to go deep for Bolio. Bolio catches it. That one is complete inside the 20-yard line.
Got the mismatch. Bolio on Boykin.
That time they get to their playmaker through the air for a big gain. Bolio that time delivers.
You know what you got to do is you got to put a bigger guy on Bolio, and you got to jam him at the line of scrimmage.
Cardinals, 1st and 10 for the Broncos.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
31-yard play.
There's Rule to the right side, and he just gets leveled, maybe gets 1 yard on the play.
Ball carried by number 33, Brendan Rule.
They like to get Rule at least 20 carries a game.
I tell you, Alvirne scores a touchdown here.
Things get a whole lot interesting.
You think that they weren't going to be able to do much after they got stopped on 4th down there and gave Guertin a very short field. Guertin can't do anything with it. Alvirne on a 4th and 12, go figure. They make the first down, get scoring range.
Let's go, 2, 3, all right, invert it, that's fine.
Boy, if I'm them, I want to get Rule and Bolio the ball only down here.
There's Cohen, hands it to Rule. Rule takes a big hit, but not before getting a couple on the play.
Slid through for about 2. Down to 16. 3rd and 7 from the 16 if they mark it.
Miller with a nice hit that time for Bishop Guertin. Now a 3rd down and long for Alvirne. They completed just a couple plays ago on 4th down and 12. See if they can come here away with another big gain here on 3rd down. Cohen's going to hand this one up.
Nice handoff.
Rule right up the middle.
Nice
delay.
fake.
Nice
great fake by
there.
Cohen. He just looked like he was going to throw and kind of just slipped the ball to Rule on a delay. That is a great fake by Cohen.
Still, Rule did not get enough for the first down.
Down to the 10. It's a 6-yard game. It's 4th and 1 here.
4th and 1 at the Bishop Guertin.
I say Brandon Rule once again here.
4th and 1.
I say Alvirne, you know, they.
No, this is going to be Bolio. He's going to take the direct snap. He's going to jump over the pile.
Oh, that is
I don't
tough.
know,
From our
Tom.
angle, I can't tell one way or the other. But I'll tell you what, if the refs don't measure it this time, then there's something wrong.
That's always tough jumping over the pile. I can see when you're going to the end zone, but just to get a first down, you know, that's tough.
Now, where they marked it, I'd have to give them the first down.
It looks like it, and you got the binoculars.
Yeah, where they marked the football, I'd have to give it to them. That's a play where if you're Guertin, you know, Bolio goes up in the air like that, get up there with him.
Yeah. Bolio with that
Yeah,
6'1" height.
They're going to get this.
Jumped over the pile.
Whoa.
Oh, he has more than enough.
He's got more than enough. He's getting the length of a football.
Yep.
Yep.
First down. 1st and 10 for the Broncos. 1st and goal for the Broncos from the Bishop Guertin 9-yard.
The Broncos knocking on the door at the 9-yard line of the Cardinals with 3:09 to go
So
in the third quarter.
I'll tell you this. Competitive football games. Winnicott and Alvirne. Not probably going to go to the playoffs, but they've given BG all they can handle in 2 football games.
Here's Bolio, breaks the tackle. Chartrand takes him down, but not after a couple of yards on the play.
4-yard gain for Antonio Bolio. 2nd and goal for the Broncos from the Bishop Guertin 5-yard line.
Still, Tom, I haven't seen Bob Fahey at all in the sidelines. Been looking for him.
Yeah, I'm looking for him too. I don't see him. I don't see him either.
I don't know if he's in the locker room but Bayless is warming up, trying to keep warm. This is a chilly day here at Stellos Stadium. Here's 2nd and goal. This is Rule to the right side, still pushing the pile. He's going to be just close.
Nice determination by Rule.
Also nice help from his lineman pushing him forward.
Ball marked just at the 2.
That's a gain of 3 on the play.
So 3rd down and goal.
For the Broncos from the Bishop Guertin 2-yard
2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Yeah, like you said, this gets interesting. Only a 1-score game if they can punch this one in.
And don't forget, they'll probably try the onside kick.
Yes, that's what they've done twice already. Here's Cohen to Rule.
Oh.
Rule takes a vicious hit. He'll be pushed back.
In fact, very lucky that there's no flag there because that hit looked like it got him under the chin.
John Miller came in like a bullet that time and absolutely took out Brandon Rule.
Yeah, Rule's going to have to come out of the game.
He looks shaked up after taking a big hit like that.
Timeout on the field for the Broncos.
So that's a Bronco timeout.
2 timeouts remaining.
Wow, that time, John Miller just disrupted the play and Brandon Rule.
This is one of the better hard-hitting, tough, grueling, grinded-out football games I've seen all year.
Yes, especially these 2 teams. These 2 teams are just going right
They're really
at
going right at it. I mean, this has always been a rivalry game for Alvirne. I think it's more of a rivalry for them than it is for BG. But, you know, at the same point in time, BG's got to raise their level a little bit defensively. Now, if I'm Alvirne, I'd go with that handoff that they used with Rule. Maybe do it with Bolio if Rule can't play.
Yeah, definitely get the ball into Bolio, especially you're down at the 3-yard line. Maybe Bolio can definitely muscle it his way in. But
You're right. I'm looking down on that sideline. I still have not spotted Fahey.
Fourth and goal, the 3-yard line.
Here we go, 4th and 3 after the timeout. This is Bolio. Bolio's going to take it to the right side. He is going to go in for the score.
Yeah.
Touchdown.
Guertin got no
Broncos.
penetration on the edge, and that's what did it. Good play by Alvirne.
Just like that, they make it a 1-score game again.
It's where not getting points down here at the other end really hurts you.
Now Bolio will attempt the extra point. Cohen will be the holder.
Oh, high snap.
Cohen gets it down, and this one
He
is
got it.
good.
Wow, on a high snap. Good job by Cohen to get it down. That's not a routine play.
24 seconds left here in the third quarter. Bishop Guertin.
We have got ourselves a very good football game.
So, pretty much the Broncos marched down the field and took 10 minutes off the clock as well, as we only got a minute 24 to go in the third quarter. Broncos drives have definitely taken some time off the clock, and now 21-14 is the score. As you're watching today's game here on Nashua's ETV.
Well, if you're Guertin, you're saying to yourselves, you know, that pass really hurt us. You know, Boykin showed the ability to get up there and go after the football, but Bolio's a different animal than the other receiver, and I think that you don't want that matchup again. You want to get a taller player on Bolio.
We've seen if the Broncos front, if their line can give Cohen some time. He found Bolio on that last pass. We'll see if they try to hook up again later on. Bolio will be kicking this one off for the Broncos. And this is another onside kick, and then
right
Cardinals are right there to receive it.
And now they're going to have another short field.
And then they take it over the line of scrimmage all the way to the 49 of Bronco territory. So they're already in great field position for the Cardinals. And Valus comes back, and I bet we'll see him the rest of the way, Tom.
I think so. I don't think you're going to see Robert Fahey at all in this game, and we don't know where Fahey is. Maybe there was a problem with that right arm or not. He's had his injury troubles this year.
There's a nice handoff up the middle, and that's Mayu, I believe.
Yep. Well, this is where Guertin's got to respond. They've responded every time, but this is where they really need to respond now, because this is, you know, they have not shown an ability to stop Alvirne on offense consistently.
45-yard line.
After that Mayu run on 4 yards on the play, it's 2nd down and 6. Boykin goes in motion. They're going to pitch it to Boykin to the right side, goes to the outside, see if he can get the corner. He does, and they'll be close to the first down.
Very close. Good run by Boykin. Kept his eye on the prize, and his eye was at that 40-yard line. I think he's just about a yard short. Let's see. There we close. Oh, did I see a yellow flag thrown?
I don't know what that.
I bet that's a
late hit out of bounds.
No, I bet it's a personal foul. Somebody must have said something.
Yeah, I don't know what's. I looked like I saw something fly up, and I didn't.
You wonder if somebody in the coaching staff goes, "You going to measure that one this time, guys?" I wonder. You know. Bob Nimblett does not look happy. Got the binoculars on him. He's not. He's tilting his head and just kind of shaking it a little bit. Does not look happy.
Let's see what the call is after the referee's discussion. Face mask against Bishop Guertin. Oh, now we have a personal foul against Alvirne.
So
so that'll pretty much offset it, right, Tom? And will this replay the play?
I don't think they're going to replay it down and march it off. What they do is they march it off one way and march it off the other way.
Okay. I know in college and usually the pros, they just let it offset.
Do it right. They offset. But see, this could have been after the play.
Yeah.
Yep, sportsmanlike is always enforced. The other play was a live ball foul. So you're going to mark off the yardage. Where was the spot of the foul? I mean,
unsportsmanlike was against
Alvirne,
but the face mask was against Bishop Guertin. So then they're okay. So
now you march it all the way back, and it's going to be an extra 5 yards.
So it's going to be close to the line of scrimmage.
Now it's more. See, the spot of the foul was that 39-yard line.
Okay, so that's a first down.
That's a first down.
Alrighty.
It is a net gain of 2 yards.
Well, you see something new every day, I guess.
1st and 10,
I tell you. So you credit Boykin with a 9-yard run. Actually, what was it, 45? Yeah, 7-yard. Well, you got this. Yeah, 9. You get credit Boykin with a 5-yard run, and then they march off the penalties.
1st down and 10 after the penalties.
So Guertin gets a break on the unsportsmanlike.
There's a run to the left side.
A lot of room. A lot of room for Mayo.
And
And Mayu gets right down to the line.
Mayu down about the 28, 27-yard line. But, you know, what's frustrating about that, unsportsmanlike for Alvirne, is it came after the play was well over. Someone said something.
If they didn't say anything, that would have been a face
when I saw the look on
27-yard line.
That's a 10-yard run. That's a first down. 11-yard run for Mayer. Nice run by Mayer. He's got 41 yards now on 9 carries.
Here's a nice run up the middle, going to the outside. Oh, just gets taken down close to the 10-yard line.
Nice tackle, touchdown saving tackle.
LaPerry that time, with another nice run.
17-yard gain.
We asked if Guertin could respond, and so far they've done a pretty good job of it with a little bit of help from Alvirne.
First and 10, Bishop Guertin.
So at the 11-yard line with inside 20 seconds to go, the time continues to tick down in this third quarter. Bishop Guertin trying to make it a 2-touchdown lead again. Here's LaPerry. LaPerry once again to the middle, down inside the
4-yard line. Yep.
And that should do it for the third quarter. And we'll pick this one up in the fourth.
Good football game here.
That it is.
Third period of play here at Stellos Stadium.
That's 2 runs back-to-back with LaPerry that time. Get him inside the 10 and now in the 5. They'll try to extend to the lead as now our score is 21-14 as we start the fourth quarter. Antonio Bolio has the early score in the third quarter, 3-yard touchdown run.
I'd like to welcome percussionist Tom Lampagnani, participating in the band's Cardinal for a Day program.
As you're watching today's game on Nashua's ETV, our crew today is Tim O'Neill on camera, Mike James down on the field. Emily Weeks is our Nashua South student volunteer. Executive producer is Pete Johnson. Alongside Tom King, I'm Ryan Richer. And as we go into the fourth quarter between this Division II matchup at Alvirne Broncos as they take on the Bishop Guertin Cardinals. If you're Alvirne, they really need a big stop here because this is pretty much 4th down territory, you think, for the Cardinals.
Yeah, you would think so, you know, but, you know, those onside kicks to try to negate Boykin's running ability on the kickoff returns is showing him a lot of respect. Now, granted, he deserves it, but at the same point in time,
Is about to start the fourth quarter.
All they have to get is just outside the 1.
Here's LaPerry that time, down to the 1.
Just short of that mark, I think. Pari, good runner, 60 yards on 8 carries, and he's got a touchdown.
Yeah, he's had a couple nice long runs for the Cardinals.
Production doesn't have a score yet, but should. 3rd and inches. It's about 1.5 yards. So they can conceivably get a first down without a touchdown.
Bayless hands this to LaPerry. LaPerry breaks 1 tackle. We'll see if the referee's single is a touchdown.
Well, he didn't have to get into the end zone, remember. He just had to get inside the 1.
I think he maybe got the first down, though, for the Cardinals. Now the referees signaled that they're probably going to look at it and measure this.
Well, where are they going to mark the football first? Ball is, Joe, that's got to be a first down. That was just outside the 11-yard line when they first had it. It's just outside the goal line.
Yep, now
that's
the
a first down. There's no reason to measure that. Yep. That was one play where you didn't have to measure.
Absolutely.
First down, 1st and goal from the 1-yard line.
Another nice strong run by LaPerry that time, the senior.
Well, he took a hard hit, but he kept low. When you keep low, you're able to sustain those hits and move your body forward.
And they give it to him right again, and he is in for the score.
Paul LaPerry in for the Bishop Guertin touchdown.
Paul LaPerry, 1-yard touchdown run right up the middle. Makes it now 27-14. And Toscano will be on to attempt the extra point. High snap, and this one is good. Toscano gets it to go, so now it's 28-14 with 10:57 to go.
Minutes and 57 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
That's a big score.
Bishop Guertin 28 and the Alvirne Broncos 14.
Now the Broncos offense really needs to get into fast pace here because they don't have time to really nickel and dime it down the field.
You're right. You're right, Ryan. I mean, they can't, diddle around a little bit, and an 8-minute drive, which we've seen them do, doesn't work.
I'll maybe leave them with 2 minutes to go if they recover the onside kick. Looks to be like some rain's coming down now, Tom, as the weather advisory said that we should be seeing this sometime soon.
It's
a little later, though.
Rain a little bit late, about 2:45 to 3, 2:45. It's about what they said, around 3 o'clock this evening, a little bit of light rain.
And then we could be seeing snow later on tonight.
Say it ain't so, Ryan.
I know, in October?
Well, the problem with October snow is it's not your nice powdery stuff. It's heavy ice, and that's just we could have a repeat of 2008 with that ice storm. We could really be in tough shape.
This is a low kick, and Alvirne just sits on it, catches him there, and now they'll have great field position about their 34-yard line.
Yeah, they haven't been able to. Guertin hasn't powered the ball downfield with their kicks off. But the Stellos got a strong leg, so they also want to limit the return ability of the Broncos, but it's still, they give them not as short a field as Guertin has gotten, but a short field nonetheless, the 34-yard line.
10:55 to go. Alvirne trails now 28-14. See if they can put a drive together here and make it one-score lead.
I think the rule is rule if he's able to play. I don't see him.
Vicious hit.
He did. I haven't seen him since that play.
Nice run to the right side. Clark that time. Yeah, rule got popped by number 28, John Miller, for Bishop Guertin. We haven't seen him yet.
From the Alvirne 38-yard line.
But we have seen nice running by Bishop Guertin today, spreading it out, and really the results speak for themselves. They're up now by 14 points. Cohen under center for Alvirne. He's going to hand this one to Clark again to the right side. Now a big 3rd down to 5. Ball came loose for a moment, but they're going to say that Clark was down.
Rule is on the far side of the sideline, standing alone.
Yeah.
My guess is they don't want him to go back in because of a concussion scare. That's about what makes sense to me, if that's the case.
After taking that pop from Miller, he could have probably taken maybe a slight head injury.
They don't want to take the chance on another head injury, on a head injury.
Absolutely. Here's Clark on 3rd down and 4. Not going to get it to the sticks.
No.
So it's going to bring on 4th down.
He's down to the 42
Chase Clark
yard line. So he's sure he gets
1 on the play. This brings up a 4th
So
and
Cohen
2.
Goes to the sideline, and this must mean Bolio is going to take the direct snap and do his thing.
42-yard line. 4th and 2.
Another 4th down play for the Broncos.
4th down and 2 at the 42-yard line of Alvirne, and Bolio is going to break a tackle, met at the sticks, and I don't know if he got it.
He got it. He got across. They should mark that just shy of the 44-5-yard line. That should be a 1st down. If you're Guertin, you got to play the edge better.
Nick Marino met him right there and pushed him out of bounds. We'll see where they spot the ball.
They can measure it right on the sideline.
Yeah. Yep, 1st down. They're going to give it to Bolio.
Well, if you're Guertin, you've got to do a better job on the edge. You know Bolio's probably going to go to the edge. That's what they've established in this second half.
Bolio is going to remain at the quarterback position in the shotgun. He's going to take it once again to the right side, but now he's going to be met in the backfield. It's still breaking some tackles before he's taken out, but now we have a
you're probably going to get a
penalty.
face mask.
I think this is against Alvirne.
Do you really?
Yeah.
For a hold?
Yeah, I think it's a holding. Number 54.
Yeah, and all of a
Alvirne.
sudden the Broncos are
Tyler
just
Doobie
walking
that
away,
time.
shaking their heads. You're right. Good call, Ryan. Good eyes.
Thank you. Tyler
Good
Doobie
call.
looked like he just squatted on one of the Bishop Guertin Cardinal defenders and wouldn't let him up.
And not only is it a hold, it's a hold behind the line of scrimmage, which means you lose those yards and 10 on top of that.
Ouch, that just
So you
hurts
lose 3 yards, you lose 2 yards there on Bolio's carry, and then from where the spot of the foul was, he was right where he was tackled, and then you were going to lose the 10 yards. So that's a tough penalty against the Broncos.
Absolutely. Now Cohen will come back on. You really think if with the deficit of loss, the yards they've lost, they really maybe need to go through there. Maybe just try to pick up something here.
But I'll tell you what, give Alvirne some credit today because they have really fought hard in this football game. Just not quite enough defensively to stop Guertin with the short fields that they've given him.
I think this is the third or fourth time we've called them, and I really think this is the best performance we've seen from Alvirne. They play him tough in the first half, and then just get blown out in the second. Really, they've been able to hang with Bishop Guertin for 4 quarters today. Here's Cohen. He's going to roll to the left side. He's going to go deep for Bolio. This one's up in the air, and that one is just tipped.
Well, I'll tell you what, if Bolio had been able to basically, I think Bolio pulled up. He kept going on the pattern. After Lansing tipped the ball, he could have tipped right into Bolio's hands and had him go down the sideline.
He could still be streaking down the sideline.
Potentially that was there because the ball was tipped not forward, it was tipped backwards.
It looked like it was going to be an easy interception for Lansing, but instead he just tips it away. And it's an incomplete pass. Now 2nd down and 25. You almost want to try to run it here maybe or get some yards so it's not 3rd down and long.
No, it's going to be 3rd and long probably no matter which way you look at it.
Cohen's going to go in the middle, and he is picked off.
Not even.
And this one is intercepted for Bishop Guertin, still running down the sideline. He's going to take this one in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
That's a 35-yard run, looks like, from Miller.
John
35,
Miller
about 35 yards on that?
Yeah.
A 28-yard interception return for a touchdown.
Cohen that time just threw it right to Miller. And Miller did some fancy footwork and took it all the way to the house for the score.
That's the 2nd interception. Yeah, that'll do it.
Oh, yeah, I would have to think so.
Alvirne does not have the offense to come back from this.
And this one is up and good.
And Chris Fox's point after attempt is
Fox tacks on the extra point.
And with 8:45 left here in the 4th quarter.
Their score is now 35-14. And the rain continuing to come down here. It'll rain on Alvirne's parade trying to make the upset as they are now down 35-14 with 8:45 to go in the 4th quarter. The rain is really starting to come down now. It's going to be a long walk back to the parking lot for all these fans here who are sticking it out right now.
Kicking off for Bishop Guertin, number 17.
Bolio and Rule will be deep for Alvirne.
For Alvirne, Antonio Bolio, and number 23, Ryan Rule.
Probably another short kick for the Cardinals. Nope, they're going to kick this one deep now. This one's going to be caught by Bolio in stride. Going to pick it up, and now he has some moves here, Tom, and he's going down the sideline. He might take this one all the way. Only one defender to beat. He's going to take this one all the way to the house.
And that's why we had the short kicks.
Antonio Bolio showing his moves that time and takes it in for the score. Now it's only 35-20 with 8:33 to go in the 4th.
So the Broncos giveth and the Broncos taketh away. They gave Guertin 7 points, and now they took it away.
Well, the Broncos had a nice lane that time for Bolio to go to the outside, and he took it in for the score. Now he's going to tack on the extra point here. Nope, they're going to go for 2 here. Cohen pass is complete, but just short, and his receiver had to come back for it, and it'll be no good.
Stopped by number 24, Bishop Guertin, Nicholas Marino.
That time it was tended for Andrew Stevens. Stevens was open for a second, but like we've seen all day today, the passes have just been a little late, or not too much air, and you know, it was just no good. Now it's a 15-point game. Really, do you have to go for 2 at that point, Tom?
Well, it's a 2-touchdown game, one way or the other. It's still a 15-point game. You're going to have to go for 2 at some point if you want to win the football game. So
that's true.
You know, the next time they get it, they try to go in, get the extra point, and then leave it up to a 2-point conversion if it goes that way. We got 8:33 left to play in the football game.
And we could pretty much imagine to see that it's going to be an onside kick for Alvirne. They've already attempted, I believe, 3 or 4 today and have been unsuccessful each time. Boyle will set things up, and Boykin is deep for Bishop Guertin. I don't think he's going to get his hands on this ball. He has not all afternoon.
Boy, if I'm them, well, because if they move Boykin up, they could just kick it deep.
Yep, here's a little squib kick this time. This one is handled nicely at the 35-yard line. Bishop Guertin will turn this close to the 50-yard line, and the onside kick, as it's been all day,
it wasn't
unsuccessful.
It wasn't really an onside kick. It was just a squib kick. That was not designed for the kicking team to recover. That was designed just to keep the field of play short. But Guertin kicks it out to the 49-yard line. 8:27 to play, and there is what you were waiting for all day, everybody. As you see in your screen, the snow.
It is coming down. It is coming down fast, and it seems to be really not pleasant for all these fans right now, but the players must be loving. Here's Velas, goes across the middle. It's Chartrand.
Wow.
Chartrand is hit, but he not before he
surprised at that call.
You
go with the pass, you know, and that there's all sorts of things that can happen there. The clock could stop. Well, it will stop for a first down, but still, that's a very daring play for Guertin. You figure they just want to stop the clock or keep the clock running.
Coach Cody is going for it. He's just, keeping his offense and motion right now, and Chartrand and Velas score for a first down right there.
35-20. He's got a 15-point lead, 8 minutes to go. Wild weather, anything can happen, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely.
Seagulls all around.
Seagulls, snow. We have a best of both worlds. Here's Boykin to the right. Boykin trying to go outside. We got a penalty on the play.
Probably a hold.
Yeah, I don't think he really couldn't get that corner, and the Alvirne Bronco defense was pursuing that time.
Holding against the offense.
Question is, what happened to Mr. Fahey?
I don't even see him in street clothes with his jersey on. It's, I don't know what's going on. You would think with another game to go, they have Keene next week. You probably sit out that and then wait to play possibly Timberlane, which would probably they'd meet in the playoffs starting in 2 weeks. After that holding penalty, Bishop Guertin will be pushed back to the 49-yard line.
Against the offense. 1st and 21 from the Bishop Guertin 49-yard line.
So 1st and 21 for the Cards at their own 44-yard line. Here's a nice run for the Cardinals right up the middle. Parried that time. Oh, excuse me, Nolan Cornell that time on the run.
From the 50-yard line.
Gains about 6 on the play, so now it's 2nd down and 15. 7:23 to go in the 4th quarter. Time winding down here. Alvirne trying to make one last stand here, cut into this deficit. Here's Mayu. Mayu with a nice run.
He's got some great balance, doesn't he?
Yep, breaks the tackle.
Got some good effort. Fahey is down on the sidelines. He's in a black jacket.
Okay.
And the word is they just want a precaution because of that thing he took on his arm.
I see it now, Tom, as you point out the black jacket.
Yep.
So 3rd down and 9 for Bishop Guertin at the 39-yard line. Bayless is going to pass. Connects with Chartrand. Chartrand has the first down. First down, Bishop Guertin.
From Bayless to number 11, Nate Chartrand, 9-yard gain, good for a Bishop Guertin.
These two are that's I believe the 2nd time they hooked up on this drive. Starting to get something going here between those two.
1st and 10 from the Alvirne 26-yard line.
As the snow continues to come down at Stellos Stadium.
And different levels of intensity, blowing around, then it stopped, then it blowing around again. Still, it's not what we want to see.
Not in late October. Is it Halloween or Christmas coming up? Here's Cornell up the middle for Bishop Guertin. Stopped after.
That's the first time we've called his name all day. Nolan Cornell.
5-yard gain on the play, building up a 2nd and 5. Check that 2nd and 6.
Look at the standings. Pretty much the playoff scenarios almost set. It looks like Bishop Guertin will play Timberlane in 2 weeks, and Spalding, who would have thought after losing 4 in a row at the beginning of the season, has ripped off 5, and they'll play Dover.
That's going to be a great game.
Maybe to the left,
Those
nowhere to go.
Seacoast rivalries are good ones.
It's good to see Spalding getting back on track. They've had a great freshman team, and now they're really starting to put it back all together.
Yep.
They absolutely throttled Timberlane last night, putting up 41 points. Holding the Owls, I believe, is only 7.
Never know in Division II, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
You never knew today. You know, the way Alvirne played this game, marching down the field to tie things up. Then coming within a touchdown.
Certainly things have been a lot more interesting this year in Division II. Here's
Oh,
Boykin.
nice
Boykin
catch on
catches
the
it.
pitch.
Yeah. He's going to maybe get a yard or
He's
so
going
out
to
of
be
play.
short. He's down about the 18, and Guertin probably will go for it here.
Yeah, probably maybe got a yard, so it'll be about 4th down and 2 for the Cardinals.
Tell you, Alvirne has done a good job. Boykin ripped off a 17-yard run on his first carry, and Alvirne's done a good job of containing him the rest of the day.
Yeah, we really haven't.
He hasn't been as
him.
big of a factor
Yeah.
as you would have thought. They took away the kickoffs, so he's not a factor there.
He scored the first touchdown, but that's about it.
That's it, yep.
4th and 1 for the Cardinals at the 17-yard line of Alvirne. Here's Mayu. Mayu's going to go to the left side. Mayu going to take this one in for the score. His 3rd touchdown of the afternoon.
Mayu in for a 17-yard touchdown run.
Nice run by Mayu. What do you always say? He has great balance,
Great
Tom.
balance, and he was hit off stride, and he kept recovered, and he goes right in.
Nice play to the left side. Now it's 41-20 with 4:14 to go in the 4th quarter.
This is a Toscano kick here, isn't it?
Yes, Toscano is going to attempt this one. Bayless is holding. And this one is up and good.
Toscano's point after attempt is up, and it's good. And with 4 minutes and 14 seconds left here in the snowy 4th quarter, Bishop Guertin 42.
Snowy 4th quarter is right here at Stellos Stadium. At least it's not sticking right now, but it is coming down very heavy.
Well, a good job by Guertin to kind of pull away 3 4th quarter touchdowns to put this game away after Alvirne had made it a football game with a 21-14 going to the final quarter.
Yeah, Alvirne, stuck around, and Bolio, had a great game for Alvirne Cohen playing well. It would be interesting to see what would happen if Rule then gets taken out of the game. He really wasn't the same after that John Miller hit.
Kicking off for Bishop Guertin, number 17.
We'll see if they kick it to Bolio. Last time he touched the ball in the kickoff return, he took it all the way to the house for the score, 85-yard touchdown run. And this is going to be a nice little swim kick, keep it out of his hands. Rule will have a chance to pick it up. He does. Goes into the middle, but Rule will be taken down just short of the 35-yard line.
Ryan Rule on the return. 11-yard return.
Oh, the Seagulls are still here.
Tackled by number 60.
They don't know what to do with all this snow.
Fly south for the winter, guys.
I know.
1st and 10 Broncos from their own 33-yard line.
So pretty much the road through Division II once again comes through
Bishop Guertin and Stellos Stadium.
Stellos Stadium. Bishop Guertin's going to probably, they're the number 1 seed again.
Yep.
I don't know. Dover is good this year, but I don't know which team can really hang with Bishop Guertin once again. Clark that time on the carry.
2 on the play, 2nd and 8.
Especially with a healthy Bob Fahey.
That's just it. But what depth Guertin has now with Bayless getting, again, some good playing time and crunch time in the second half of a game that he was still in doubt.
Second down and 8 at the 36-yard line. Here's Clark once again. Clark to the right side gets tripped up before reaching the 41-yard line. Inside 3 minutes to go here at Stellos Stadium.
A 3rd and 5 from the Alvirne 39-yard line.
Another interesting game today is Central versus Pinkerton. See if the Little Green can get back on track after losing to Memorial. But Pinkerton, Pinkerton only scored 27 points against Concord. Oh, Cohen, nope, he's not going to be sacked. This is a nice run right up the middle for Alvirne.
Chase Clark on the carry.
Clark with a good run, you're right, about a 7-yard gain.
Yep, Clark gets more than enough for the first down.
And that ball is spotted at the Alvirne 47-yard line.
So this will be the last time these two teams play each other as Bishop Guertin's going up to Division I.
For the foreseeable future. I mean, it could be a 2-year deal, you never know.
Absolutely.
Again, Ryan, I don't agree with it. I don't agree with the move. I'd love to see Guertin and Exeter back in Division II, but
yeah, I'm with you, Tom.
Not going to happen.
I really think they belong in Division II. You know, it was good to see Exeter play other teams in Division I, but you know, I really think that it really makes Division II very competitive because you got the big, you know, you knew those two teams are going to probably play each other. It was such a great rivalry.
Right.
And Chase Clark, the ball carrier.
Where it seems like even if Bishop Guertin plays in Division I, they're not going to get any response to playing in the Thanksgiving Day game. So it's, you know, it's granted it's nice to play against the Nashua teams, but still.
Well, I think that's the attraction for for Guertin if they want to do it. Here's another battle up in the air.
Bolio just couldn't get it.
No. Incomplete.
Pass intended for number 7, Antonio Bolio, incomplete.
But I maintain that North and South should have always played Guertin in a non-league game anyway.
Oh yeah, I think that would have been.
If there was any reason not to, the Nashua administration didn't want to do it. Guertin badly did.
I think it definitely, especially last couple of years, the BG North
seemed. I don't understand what the problem was. I really don't.
It would have been, especially.
Nice tackle on Bolio right there.
Yeah, it would have been made great for some great matchups there.
Bolio with no gain on that run on a 4th and 3.
So Broncos turn it on downs, and now Bishop Guertin just has to run out the clock because they have 2:04 to go in the 4th quarter. Hope you have your snow brush in your car, Tom.
Yep, it's in there.
It's coming down. I got to double check to make sure I did.
The gloves, the hat.
Yep.
Know where the shovels are at home. The one thing I always hate with this kind of snow and with the leaves and everything else are the power. That's electricity is going to be an issue. That is not going to be fun.
Especially if it gets in the way of the Pats and the Steelers game.
Exactly, and also what you have problems with electricity, if you're like a lot of people, you need the heat.
Yeah, that's very true. And this run will go nowhere.
Ball carried by number 23, Andrew O'Reilly.
O'Reilly that time on the carry for Bishop Guertin, maybe lost a yard on the play.
Loss of 1 on the play.
And really, talk about Travis Cody. This is his first year on the sidelines for Bishop Guertin, and he seems like they haven't missed a beat.
Now, you know what, because Travis is a very level-headed guy. Doesn't get too excited one way or the other. He didn't get too excited after the loss to Pinkerton. Didn't overreact to the whipping they took from Catholic Memorial. Hey, he looks at the standings in Division II. He sees no change after those games, so why get excited about it? He knows what his competition is. He knows the teams he has to beat to win a state championship, and that's basically he's done a great job of keeping Guertin's eyes on the prize.
Bishop Guertin right now remains undefeated in Division II after today's victory over Alvirne as time continues to wind down, as we'll be inside a minute just shortly.
3rd and 9 for Bishop Guertin from their own 48-yard line.
Travis Cody came from West, and he got a big win from his old team 2 weeks ago.
The players said that Cody was nervous all week long before that game. I think that was a big win for him.
There's a run to the left side, makes a couple of tackles, miss, and take it down across the 50-yard line.
Michael Devereaux.
Devereaux that time on the carry for Bishop Guertin.
That should do it. 30 seconds left to play in this football game.
Bring up a 4th and 5 for Bishop Guertin from the Alvirne.
Bayless is still out there under center as we've got 20 seconds to go in the 4th quarter. Time is winding down.
Ryan, a pleasure. We'll do it again in just a little while, huh?
Pretty much the main man for Bishop Guertin, the player of the game, was Zach Mayu. 3 touchdowns, Tom.
Yep, 3 touchdowns, and I've got Mayu for 50. Well, let's see. On that touchdown run, it was a 17-yard run. So he's 67 yards on 12 carries.
And your final score.
And that will do it for today's game in Division II as Bishop Guertin wins 42-20 over the Alvirne Broncos. I'd like to thank everyone here at Nashua TV, Tim O'Neill on camera, Mike James down on the field dealing with all the snow, Emily Weeks, our Nashua South student volunteer, executive producer, Pete Johnson. Alongside Tom King, I'm Ryan Richard. This will do it at Stellos Field for part 1 of our doubleheader. As tune in tonight as Nashua North will host the Merrimack Tomahawks. Thank you for joining us and have a great afternoon, everyone, and stay warm.